I grew up in a Christian home in Chile, and I had the blessing to be raised with godly parents and in a godly environment. And when I was about 19, the Lord really placed this burden on my heart to serve Him. Over time, this was affirmed by the elders in my church and by the people that I was having the opportunities to serve, by being involved in different mission trips, by being able to teach in small groups and Sunday school in our church. This was a very difficult time because I wasn't completely sure that I was called to the ministry. So it took some time for me to actually come to the realization that God was placing this call, and it wasn't going away, but it was kind of remaining as a burden in my heart to preach the gospel and to teach the truth to God's people. So it took several years for me to actually come to this realization. And when this happened, the Lord opened doors for me to come to the United States, all the way from Chile. And I was able to come to seminary. And the people even in the United States, they also encourage my calling. And through this process, the Lord provided different opportunities to serve and ministering to Hispanics and also to local congregations, to different kinds of people. The Lord opened different doors for me to be able to sharpen the skills and to be confirmed by God's people that I was called to the ministry. And my abilities and skills have been even increased, and I think even sharpened as the church has been able to give me some feedback and encouragement as I have been able to grow through seminary during this process. Sometimes we think that we come to seminary because we are already prepared to do the gospel ministry. But the reality is that none of us, even in seminary, at the end of the 3 or 4 years of this process, will be ready 100% to do the Lord's work. But it takes a lifetime that we are learning, and we're also Christians, so we are growing in holiness. An important aspect of this is that we continue to grow, not only in our confirmation by God's people and by our pastors and by the Lord Himself, and our abilities are not only increased, but our desire grows to serve Him. And we realize that there's nothing else that we can do except to serve the Lord in this capacity. And this also is expressed by our lifestyle, how we live, how we grow in holiness during this process.